Hi and welcome to another Type with me. This week I want to talk about neurotypes in catch classes. How to do try catch, what are the benefits of it, how is it been used within JavaScript and how it's been used within TypeScript. Well, let's see how and what the possibilities are. Are you with me? Let's go! So a simple try catch looks like this, right? So within JavaScript you have a try catch, and then here you have your type, and your type could be anything, right? But if you want to do something like this, you want to catch something, and then you want to catch something else, and then you want to catch something else, well, that's not quite possible, right? Of course, because in JavaScript you don't have any types, so yeah, in the try catch it will catch everything. So for this, that's quite logical, right? But if we go to TypeScript and then we try to do it like that, well, you will see also there he is not happy to do so. And that's quite confusing, right? Because here you could say something like this, Axios error, when you do a try fetch, and then here you say, okay, I have something like an unfound error, and then you have something else, and then you have something else, and then yeah, it just chooses the right branch for the error that has been thrown, right? Because in other programming languages like C# or Java, this is all possible. Before that, you need to know that JavaScript can throw whatever he wants and whatever he likes. Like, for example, this. It's possible to throw what weird error, for example. It's also possible to throw the 404, just a number. And it's possible to throw just new error. Whatever you want, you can throw in JavaScript, and this is great because then of course you can whatever object throw out there, and then in the catch you can get that object. But it has also some kind of downfalls because yeah, whatever you want to throw, it's possible, so you need to catch whatever you want to catch, right? So for example, we throw this one. And then of course you need to catch them. So what you do is you're gonna add something like this. You're gonna say, okay, I have my E. My E can be anything. So I say, okay, E can be an instance of a type error. Else if E instance of a range error. Else if E instance of an eval error. Okay, you can say, okay, maybe E is just a string, or E is Axios error, or I don't know what it is, but I just need to log it, right? So then you can go and create this one. But yeah, that's how we are going to do when we are in a JavaScript application, right? So if you come from another programming language, yeah, well, it can be frustrating that, of course, also within TypeScript, you are not able to do it like this, right? You still can do it like this here, just with an if. So that's one thing, right? Another thing that's maybe important to know is that you just can do this also. That's possible within TypeScript. I think I'm gonna check, but I think that within JavaScript you could do it like that as well. Hello error. I'm quite curious if it's possible. So let's see. When we do something like node index.js, then you see here hello error. So it's possible to do it within JavaScript. So if I do dino run index.js, yeah, it's the same thing. So you don't need to provide here your exception, right? And so what with synchronous code? Well, if we use synchronous code, for example, this one, right? Have here constant, and then we say some condition is valid. So can here declare const some condition is valid, just a function, right? And then we just return true. And then of course here we just say, okay, some condition is valid, then we fulfill, otherwise we say reject, and we just do a reject with oh no. So I'm going to do it like that. And then you'll see here that some promise, then here console.log is value, and then otherwise catch E, and E is really anything, right? And I don't know, but I'm gonna try this out. E. You can also say that it's a string, and then of course you will use it as a string, but yeah, you cannot do narrowing it really down there, because when system error is being thrown, well, it will not be a string, it will be something else, and then yeah, your code will crash because you expect the string there. So just use any there. And again, you cannot do .catch. I think you can still do that, right? Because eventually that's maybe a possible thing. If you here expect a string and then it's not a string, he will then maybe fail in your catch thing, and then you can get a catch over a catch. So then here I'm just gonna try it out, or and let's say here throw new error. No, not again, right? So that's maybe something very cool, right? And then of course here we can then say log final catch, right? Then of course if we do here node.js, yeah, then of course we are just running our old code. So I'm gonna do node run index. Then you say, oh no, which is this one. And then here we have final catch, because that's this one, right? And of course we first logged this one and then we logged this one, the final catch. If I'm just gonna do this, right, you will see that we will have just oh no. So that's some kind of way to do it, right? Because yeah, you can say, okay, I expect that kind of object. If it's not that, the system will not be happy with that, and then you can go to the next one and to the next one. But again, I think it's not that kind of a good solution, right? Leave your comments about this approach here at YouTube, and let me know what you think about this. Another thing that you could do is just say a function, a sync function, sorry, sync function, hello. Then you can do this one here, const file equals some value, right? I can do here console.log of the value, right? And why are we doing that? Well, of course it reads much better, right? But you need to know that when something goes wrong, you can very easily do here also a try, and then you can do catch. So here we have that one. And then of course I also, and that's right, I just didn't saw that we need to do a wait here, and then here we can do console.log, and then here we do e, and if I run this again, you will see here that nothing happened because we need to call hello, of course. It's normal, it's a classic one. And then you see here, oh no. And if we just going to do here true, you will see here that it just returned the number, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video, that you learned a little bit more about try catches and try catches within JavaScript and TypeScript, and how to handle them, how to go with them and use them within your applications. I thank you very much and see you next time. Next time, type with me. Yeah.